All right. This is when I knew I was going to go into stand-up comedy. My first real job was at a department store called Sears. And I worked in the paint department. And I ruined a lot of homes. You know, people come in like, oh, I'm thinking about painting my bedroom. What should... Stain it! Yeah, young, I don't care. So, but that's when I discovered I can do voices and I can do characters. And I would call departments all day long and drive them nuts. That's, before Saturday Night Live and all that, that's where the pesky really came from. Me and my friend, we saw Raging Bull and Easy Money, and I would call my friend in toy department on, like, Cabbage Patch Day. It was the 80s. You know, and he'd pick up the phone like, hello, this is Scott, toy department. I'm very busy. Can I put you on hold? I'm like, listen, this is Joe Pesci. I'm coming in here 20 minutes. Don't put me on hold, kid, because I'm coming right in here. You put me on hold, I'm going to stick your head up where the sun don't shine. You understand me? You understand what I'm saying? So I would call all these other departments and drive them nuts. So this one day, I'm in the hardware department, next department over, and I'm reading about Muammar Gaddafi. In the 80s, he was huge. Big. He was a rock star in the 80s. He was the first one that was like, I do not fear America. You tell me I can no fly zone? You send your military here, I'll shoot you down. I'll shoot you down. It was intense. So, you know, we were like, did he just say he's going to shoot us down? It's going to plan. So we sent the Air Force there, and he shot missiles at a U.S. Air Force. He missed. Everyone he missed. And then we bombed his tent. I'm not even trying to be funny. It was the tent, and that's what we bombed. And we missed him. So the point is, it was pretty intense back then with Muammar Gaddafi. Everyone knew who he was. So, with that said, I'm reading the paper, and a new guy from hardware comes. He goes, excuse me, you work here? I said, yeah, I'm Jim. I work in the paint department, next department over. I was just reading about all this crazy stuff, like I might go to war and stuff, Muammar Gaddafi. I go, listen, if you need anything, let me know. Everyone knows me here. He goes, you know what I need? I need you not to be reading a paper in the hardware department. That's a reflection on me. You know, you're young. All you guys are young, and you don't realize that some people, you need to respect the job you work at. I know everything about the Craftsman tools. I know everything about the different size of the hammers, and I'm here to help people. You understand? That's what you're really getting paid to do, to help people. So if you work in paint, you know what you can do for me? Please go back to paint. Wow, you're serious, huh? You know this is Sears, right? Because, yeah, and they give you a salary, and you should respect that. You're right. So I'm hot-headed, and I go to paint department, and my friend's like, what's big doofy kids? What's the matter? I said, the new guy kicked me out. He said, he knows everything about Craftsman tools, and I shouldn't be reading the paper and the hammers, so blah, blah, blah. He goes, give him a call. He doesn't know you're the call guy. He doesn't know you're a clown. Give him a call. So I'm going to call him. I said, what? He goes, what were you doing? So I was reading the paper about Muammar Gaddafi. He goes, call us Muammar Gaddafi. I said, that's so stupid, but we'll do it anyway. My hand to God, I'm not even going to exaggerate. I'm not even going to exaggerate this. He's about 50 feet from me. 50 feet. Not yards, feet. I can see him. I hear the phone ringing. I'm not even hiding completely behind the register. My head's sticking up. And this guy's in full view going, here he comes. He's answering. So the guy picks up the phone, and he goes, hello, this is Greg, Sears Hardware, Valley Stream, New York. How may I help you? Hand to God. I go, hello! This is the great Muammar Gaddafi. He's listening. I have just sent 6 of my Libyan missiles to blow up the Sears hardware department. You have 20 minutes to customers and the people of the hardware. As long as I am the great Muammar Gaddafi, you remember this, my hardware friend. Long live paint! So, yeah, that's not the funny part. So my friend and I went into the break room, which was attached to the paint department. You leave, you go in the stock room, and it leads to the break room. And that's where we would take tag team 1 hour breaks into the mall. He'd leave for an hour, come back. I'd leave for an hour, come back, an hour, 4-hour shifts. We get paid for them. We work 2. 20 minutes go by, and I realize, let me get into paint. Nobody's there. I get there, and I call the guy from hardware to let him know it was me. I was just breaking you in. My apologies. Let's just make amends. He doesn't answer the phone. So now I decide, I'm going to snitch on him because you have to answer the phone. I'm going to tell my supervisor. So I call my supervisor, and he doesn't answer. So then I call my friend from toy department, and he doesn't answer. And that's when I realize nobody's in the store. And I'm not comprehending what's really going on. I'm really confused. Like, why is nobody in Sears right now? There's no customers. There's no sales clerk. What is going on? I don't know. And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, someone comes from the stock room. Brewer, let's go. What are you doing? We got one more. Come on, right now. No, I saw the panic in his eyes, and I didn't ask questions. I thought there was a fire. So I was like, okay, let's go. We're running, and we're out of there. And while we're running through the stock room, I go, I don't smell a fire. Where's the fire? And he goes, there's no fire. The new guy in hardware got a bomb threat. We're going to blow up in 5 minutes. I did what you did. I laughed hard. I said, that wasn't a bomb threat. That was me. I said I was... Oh, my... Are you kidding me? That guy took that as a bomb threat? That's what... Are you... Seriously? Listen, I said I was Muammar Gaddafi, and I sent missiles to hit Sears hardware. I ended by saying, long live paint. How do you get a bomb threat out of that? Are you kidding me? That's why all of Sears is evacuated. Yeah, and the mall. And the mall? He goes, you got to go downstairs, man. You're in bad trouble. I said, I'm not in bad trouble. This is hilarious. I'm sorry, but that guy from hardware, I don't know who he is, but he's a suspect. There's something wrong with him. He's a suspect. He goes, there's a lot of cops downstairs, Brewer. You're in bad trouble. I said, there's cops? Let's go talk to them. They're going to love this story. So I go downstairs, and there's a lot of police officers. And I swear to you, the higher the rank, the harder they laughed. I worked all the way up to the sergeant. They're like, hold on. Bring the sarge through. Sarge, come here. You got to do the, you got to do that. You got to do that, Brewer. Come here. Wait till you hear this kid is hilarious. So the sarge is howling. He's like, you should become a comedian. I'll tell you what, that guy is too much. The problem is, I think you're funny, but the feds are here, so good luck. It's out of our jurisdiction. If I was you, start off with the So the feds walk in. 3 feds walk in, and they're a tougher audience. Oh, I don't know what the big joke is around here. I don't know if everyone thinks it's so funny. Okay, I had to fly in from JFK International Airport. I had to warn Secretary of Defense of the situation. You think this is funny, kid? You think this is a big joke? Let me explain something to you. You don't get to call a lawyer, and you don't get to notify your parents. As far as anyone knows, I'm the U.S. government. I'm detaining you, and you're missing. Do you understand the situation you are in right now? No. I'm glad you're confident. You got 2 minutes to tell me your story, and you got to look my marshals in the eyes while you tell this story. So, whatever the test was, I had to stop and look at each one of them in the eye. So, okay, I'm in paint. You know, and I call the guy. As long as I am Muammar Gaddafi, long live paint! And that's why we're here. The marshal was serious for about 10 seconds, and he goes, let him go, I'll do the paperwork. Give me the guy from Hardware, he's a suspect. Thank you, God bless you. Thank you.